right now they're going, oh my God, is that the height of the arbour?
Yeah, you're not tall. You'll never reach the top if I
I
did.
knew you were going to make a comment about my height. So this has been a long-term project. It is a project that is not going to be finished today because there's so many parts to it. So let me give you an idea, because this actually started way back in the summer. Lunch in the garden.
So which one is that?
Piton Fields. Because we realised that we actually really loved the little chaluterie area as our main seating space, way more than our actual proper seating space that we'd originally designed into the garden and we used for the first few years. And that was because we found during lockdown, that little bit over in the corner just felt like it gave us all that privacy that you want from a seating area in the garden, whereas this bit felt just a little bit open. But one of the things I love about that little area, when the plants are in place, there's a kind of a shielding, a baffle if you like, that helps you feel like it's private, and it helps with the noise. So that first year there was beans and there was peas, and then last year we had tomatoes, and I realised actually I want this seating area to be our permanent one. But it's a bit haphazard, a bit half done. So we're working on making it our perfect main seating area. Right, go on, what are we doing?
Right, what I want to do is get these little foot pieces in position so that I know where the outside edges of this are going to be. Yeah, so what I want to try and do is find a position where I can get this stable.
Yeah, and I see what you mean.
You see what I mean? Because this is not level with that.
Because that was a problem we had, was trying to get things level was a nightmare. Because it's our wonky garden.
And we're going to need a spirit level to try and see what's...
That's the thing. These are the priorities here.
Oh my God, this garden is so wonky!
Our garden is so totally wonky. This is real life. This beautiful YouTube, Instagram thing you see is not real. So we have to do things like this. Priorities though is going to be, we need to make sure the posts are level.
Yes.
Because that's going to be the biggest part, so that's what we're going to notice is wonky. It's not going to be that the ground and stuff, that's not what we'll notice. So, the wee post we were joking about that being small, why have we got a wee post and not the proper one?
Because it's easier to handle than a 6-foot post. Given how wonky this is, I'm going to have to adjust for each one.
Trying to deal with a big 6-foot post and make sure it's all level and stuff, that length adds weight and it's off balance. It's a nightmare. So start small.
Right, can you head that?
Right. Okay, where are you going? This side?
I'm going to put these screws in first. I'll put one in and then I can get my angle once I've got one.
Yeah. It's not exactly, because it needs to be out here.
Is it going to need a tiny little...
But I don't...
I was going to say, the end of that post may not be square.
Oh God, no. That's nowhere near straight. So here's the score then. It's wonky, it's not level. But it's going to be the ground and the bed, so we're going to have to do some sort of jiggery-pokery to make it look level. Right, so repeat basically, avoiding the pond.
Yeah, don't go in the pond.
I don't know what you can see from where you are, but that's how much off the ground it needs to be straight. So I'm thinking, can we bend this one? I have no solution for you. I'm merely pointing at how wonky it is. 4 post holdy things in place. We can't screw them in properly because it is just so uneven and wonky. We're pretty much going to have to make this up as we go along. But this is the thing, we could have bought a kit, but they were quite expensive and none of them were the kind of size we were wanting in terms of the thickness of the wood. Also, it's got to fit our bed. That's not a standard bought bed. So again, it was going to take some adjustment to make it fit. So that's how we've ended up saying we're going to build our own. But also it's handy because we know how wonky the garden is and how not level anything is, because you know this isn't a professionally built garden. So we're working out as we go. As long as it looks relatively okay and it's stable, I think that's a win, basically. Okay, you've got your big dods of wood.
Aye.
Oh God.
One.
Right, just for shits and giggles, shall I? Or will it make you cry?
No, don't make me cry. That one's off.
Yeah. Let's call it street adjacent.
Can we not fix it all in post?
Oh, nicely done. Yeah, honey, these are about as straight as me. Oh, check this out. You should see what that looks like from here.
Squid.
Because I'm thinking we're going to need this height.
Right, so if I stand on the bed, where did you just mark?
Here.
Yeah, so I'm,
You're 5'6".
yeah.
So I've probably, if you stand straight, don't look at me. Yeah, so I've probably marked it at 5'2", maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see how accurate that is. Where is it in comparison to me?
I don't know because I can't see the mark when I step away to be able to see the top of your head. Although we're both being stupid. Step off the bed.
No, I'm just wondering.
No, step off the bed.
Because I guessed we'd need it about my height.
If you flatten your head, no, that's taller than you. You were counting your hair and your height. You're not allowed to count your hair and your height. That's an extra 3 inches.
That's why I've got this haircut. So,
See what you think.
there we go. God, it looks quite short when you see it like this.
It's only a little bit. It's only that much.
Well, that's the length it's going to be because we can't put it back up.
No, you can make it shorter, but we're not making it any taller.
Let's go!
To you, to me, to me, to you.
I'm still going to follow.
Don't
this
fall in the
head.
pond!
Oh, I stood in it. Right. It's going to get... I
Muddy.
started chucking it down not long after we started, so we had to try and build it in the shed. Right, we're going to have to turn it, aren't we? Oh, this is so not going to fit. Right. You okay?
I'm in.
I'm in.
Ta-da!
Going that way.
Yeah, that's because
Yeah.
it needs a wee adjustment on that leg.
Right, do you want to come and look and see what you think? It's actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
That's okay. It needs a little fine tuning.
Oh, jeezy, Pete. Right, this end.
Don't look at it from that
This end's going that way, that end's going that way.
But I say the foot brackets
Yeah,
need a little bit of adjustment, and once it's screwed in there, that'll
That'll-
probably bring it.
I think it's going to be pretty secure though. Well done, you earned a chocolate.
Woohoo!
I've just got a pocket full of chocolates here.
How long have you had a pocket full of chocolate?
All morning.
Oh man!
We get so much chocolate for Christmas. It's way better than we thought it was going to be.
Still got the end panels to make and put in.
Yep. We couldn't get all the bits and pieces we wanted to make it all match perfectly because it's different sizes of wood and stuff. So we've got these black corner pieces. We couldn't get braces like that for these ends. I just didn't have any. So we've got these white ones, but we're just going to paint them. We've got black metal paint that we use for our clothes pose. And it'll cover up all the screws and stuff, because that's the thing. This isn't proper pretty joinery. This is a make something for the garden that's going to be out here in all weathers and is going to do the job. So it's structurally sound and what have you, and we'll make it look okay. Thing is, you guys will never know because on camera you don't notice all these flaws. Right, next.
Well, I'm probably going to have to use some of this,
Okay.
which I'll need to clean up and sand down and
Let
stuff.
me just let you into Kate's psyche here. So you may not be a fifer, but your family are fifers.
Aye.
And fifers are famous for being grippy, which means they don't like spending
Aye.
money. So I always go, it's better to get too much wood in case we make a mistake, etc. Kate always wants to get the exact amount. So now she's looking and going, oh, I need to get something to do the side panels. I thought we had bought the pieces for the side panels.
Ow! Just dropped that on my toe.
Right.
Can put just 3 hooks in. It's easier to measure for 3 because
Yeah.
then you just do one in the middle and one either.
Let's
halfway
just
either
do
side.
3.
But I can drill private holes for it
Yeah.
and do it that way.
Right, have you got your tape measure and the pencil? And I will need you to go to the other end for me.
I would always go to the ends for you, my darling.
Oh, I'm also going to need the stool.
You can stand on the bed.
I can't now, there's things in the way.
You stand on the edge.
You know how much I get in trouble when I stand on the bed. Can't believe we have folk from health and safety watch us. It's like extreme adventure stuff for them. Right, okay, and you're right at the edge, yeah?
Yeah, I'm on the outer edge, the
So-
back end.
We are,
Or do you want to go by the inner edge because that's the growing space? Or it's closer to
Okay.
being the growing space.
73 inches. So,
What's that in new money?
oh man, I don't know. I'm a 70s child. In new money, that is 86 centimetres. So, if
43.
we go mid
40, it's 43 is the middle.
people right now are freaking out.
Underneath the arches.
43.
Yes.
No, that's in Cheesela. It can't be 43.
No, it must be.
Shut up.
Was it 186? By any chance?
You've got the dyslexic doing measurements upside down. This was so going to go wrong. Right, okay, let's try that again. I've now got 85.
85 what? Must be inches, it's
Hold
not
on.
centimetres.
How many centimetres are on 3 foot? 1 metre. Yeah, 185.
It's going to be 90... something. Right, I'm straight this
That's
time.
it. Ah, go. The arbour's going in the wind. Oh man. Bitey cold.
I know, I can't feel my fingers.
It's only 1 o'clock, but it feels like the sun's really gone down.
First,
Okay.
And you let that go. That kept that straight.
Yep.
Is that level? Still level?
Yep.
Cool. Hold it. So. Oh, is that one all right? Knock it. Is that one actually okay? There.
That was the most okay. Just for giggles. Okay, it's so not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Ye of little faith.
Right, so this one, look,
Is it okay?
it's not bad, but this side, okay, it's fine. I obviously shunted it.
Yeah, that is pretty sturdy. Once it gets here, it'll be like really
It'll be like, what, dear?
more power. No.
The only thing, and again, it's the wonkiness of the garden, looking at the top, the back isn't level, so the back, right as I'm looking at it, comes down slightly.
It's because the garden goes
but-
that way. Once it's got things growing,
exactly.
it'll take your eye away from
But
it.
that is actually level. I never thought we were going to get that level. Okay. It's 1 o'clock. Should we go in and get some
We should
food
probably
and a
get some
heat?
lunch.
Okay, there we go. We're almost there, guys. What do you think?
I'm quite pleased with that.
Okay, thinking back to like 10 o'clock this morning and how we were feeling, and
I was like, we're never going to get this square. It's going to be all leaning to one side.
I was up for quitting and buying one.
But actually, these foot posts corrected much easier than I
Yeah.
thought they were going to.
I mean, it's not perfect. Okay, there are wonkiness, but it's going to do the job. My wee tomatoes are going to be happy.
Yep. So, a few finishing touches.
Yeah. Make an effort painting up the white brackets, get them painted black, and get the rest of it painted with the fence paint so it's
So
going to stand up to this weather.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's really cool. Imagine in summer in the Chaluterie, and in evenings.
And I can run some
Yep.
canopying.
Yeah.
Canopying?
You can have lights, a wee fire pit for s'mores.
We just need to do something with the pond.
Let me show you the pond. Because we keep joking, but we haven't shown
There is a pond!
Right, okay, hang on. Right, in your best real estate person, or in America they say realtor.
Jeez, that one's near hanging about.
Right, so if you were selling me the Chaluterie, then how would you sell me the pond?
It comes with a water feature, possibly a bog garden, or one could turn it into a pond if one wished. Don't go swimming in there, it's a bit murky. I nearly sank up to my ankles in there earlier.
We will join you after this short intermission,
Provided it doesn't snow.
provided it doesn't snow. Kate says Kate needs to pee, so we're going to go in for some lunch. I would high five you, but my hands are too cold.
No, don't.
Okay, we've had the spot of lunch. Kate's just breaking things in the
Sorry.
shed. We've had lunch. We're back out. We're going to try and get this done because we're going to lose a light soon and it'll probably start raining and it's really cold. But we've got some wood that used to be the frame for the net and we're going to reuse it and we're going to do our side panels we spoke about. So that's next. The houseplants at work. She's a woman on a mission. She's totally left me behind.
It's just to try and
Yeah. Get rid of the pond.
solidify that marsh.
Get rid of the pond temporarily until we pave it, but just to make life a bit easier.
Yeah, because I'll get paving sand to
Proper do it.
help level out, but I think just a couple of bags of that just to consolidate the...
It is a pond. Let's do it.
Okay.
Very, very early morning trip to B&Q. We're probably the only people here, but this is our local big hardware store. This is where we had to come and get all the bits we need to finish the arbour. So, homewards to get that finished then. Home, James.
Don't spare the horses.
While Kate's doing a wee tester then, this is what we're up to now. We had to stop yesterday because it started absolutely hammering it down with rain and it was freezing cold and we were just getting clumsy. Then the wind came, so we just packed it in and went in and had a hot chocolate. But back bright and early today, we've just been out and we've got some more bits and pieces we needed to get it done. And basically, if you pass me our fabulous materials, so we've got 2 of these and 3 of these for each side, and we're basically going to make a little panel that goes inside. It'll be a wee bit of support, but it's mostly decorative because it just looks a bit bland and framey just now. So that's what we're about to do now. I think everyone else is still in their bed, so our neighbours are about to get woken up.
Ta-da! I built a jail cell for very small criminals.
Oh,
Did you go in the pond?
I'm in the pond.
Get out of the pond! I can't swim, I can't come and save you. It's not like you didn't know the pond was there.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yuck!
We got. There we go. You happy with that? Help! Help!
You've been a very bad YouTuber.
I try. So yes, it is snowing and Kate is painting. This is a long-going thing in our garden.
That's the first time I've painted in the snow.
But this all started then with this little seating area. It was such a fabby seating area that is the one we tended to use, and eventually realised we need to do a wee bit of work on it. So when we thought about that we're going to make that a seating area, one of the things we did then was come over here and talk about what do we do here then? Because we're no longer having it as a main seated area. And it felt wrong to just have this big space with chairs. Now, we did play about with the idea of putting some raised beds in here.
That's still your access path. The cold frame
There wasn't any bigger. Yeah. Right, okay. Smaller than we're visualising. But what we did was we thought about all of this, planned it, tried it, drew it out, and then we left it to just, if you like, just percolate for a wee while. Because you don't want to do anything on a whim. You want to take time, see how it feels. And I'm so glad we did that, because we realised it just wouldn't work for us. That the whole visual aspect of the garden would change, and this would no longer be something that we love the look of and we see from the house, from our windows. So it's a really important spot for us. And I just didn't like the idea of having a couple of veg beds here. I just thought, I don't like how that looks. So we're not going to put extra beds. And the thing is, yes, if the whole veg growing and things are the most important aspect to you and your garden, it might seem really shocking that we've just reduced the size of that bed. But actually, it's not really going to make much difference because we gained the green stock and we can grow so much in that. And given that I'm putting tomatoes and things in this bed, they take up a lot of the growing space in terms of the amount of nutrition they want and the soil they want. So we weren't going to be able to grow a whole heap in there if we're growing the tomatoes there anyway. So it's not a big drama. Plus, it's not the priority for us. It's fun growing all the veg and things. But, you know, we like to sit out and enjoy our garden way more than the whole grown veg things. So it's all right. So here's the thinking behind it then. Because I said we loved having the tall plants here. So we're going to keep the tomatoes here for this year because, you know, it was a brilliant success last year. But was that a one-off? I've got to try and do it again. So we're going to have a few tomato plants growing here which will give us height. So of course, we've built this as a structure to support them because I tried the whole Florida weave thing last year and I have to be honest, I just wasn't a fan. I want to go back to my strings. So this has eyelets in the top that we can actually change around the order of things depending on what we're growing, and that'll allow us to put a support in for the tall plants. But it looks quite attractive because garden, not an allotment. Form over function. I keep saying this. But also we thought it'd be quite nice to be able to have climbing flowers if we want them one year or whatever. And vitally, one of the only issues with this as a seating area is in the evening it gets baked because the sun is there and it shines through those two buildings and just hits us. And it's not an easy one to shade because the sun's not above us. So putting a shade above us doesn't help. It's coming from almost side on. So we wanted it to be strong enough so that we could actually attach various types of shades in different ways depending on how the sun is moving. So we're going to use this strong area and the shed as a structure and the fence as a structure and be able to do that. Yes, we're also already thinking about how to make it pretty because I know a few of you guys said, oh, lights. Yes, we have every intention. There are going to be twinkly lights. There are going to be climbing plants. I think you were even talking hanging baskets at one point.
Well, you know, who knows?
So, you know, this isn't finished. We've still got to finish off this little seating area, new paving. We're going to have to put up, we're going to put up supports for shades, but they'll also include having lights and things. So, you know, this bit's not finished, not nearly, but at least it's now recognisable. I'm saying arbour. Sometimes I say pergola. I think occasionally I've said arch. We're just not sure. It's just a structure in the garden. It also makes for a fab new shot for filming in. But yeah, I'm going back indoors to edit this video and leaving Kate out in the cold to finish painting because, you know, hey, I'm just cruel like that.
You are.
Folks, I hope this was a fun little glimpse into some of the madness that's going on in our garden just now. Yeah. Right, I'm going to be back in then. See you, folks. Oh, your hands must be absolutely Baltic.